Welcome everybody to this webinar. My name is Aaron Biley. I'm a top leader in this incredible opportunity called Jeunesse Global that we're going to be going through on this webinar. So I'm going to be taking you through a little bit about what are the business facts and trends out there in the marketplace today. We're going to be talking about the company itself, obviously about the products, the pay plan, and then what is your success blueprint? Because some people are looking for a home-based business or an opportunity, a new age business to make a few $100s a month, a few $1,000s a month on the side of what they're already doing, and other people are after much more than that, more in a full-time role. So what does your success blueprint look like? And I'll kind of tell my story as we go through this presentation as well. So if you look at this slide, you might be able to relate to some of it. It might be why you're here on this webinar looking at this information. For me, 5 years ago, I could pretty much fold into every single one of these points. I was broke, I was miserable, I was working 100 hours a week. I just wasn't happy, I wasn't passionate about what I was doing in traditional business, in the fitness industry. And the whole reason I got into business for myself at 21 years of age is because I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book it said 80% of people that are wealthy own their own business, and that was good enough for me. It erupted all of this entrepreneurial cells that I had just lying dormant in my body, and I knew that that was my path to go and be an entrepreneur, to not work for somebody, because I wanted to have freedom. I wanted to have the lifestyle. I wanted to have some fun. I wanted to have choices. And when you work for somebody, those things are quite often pretty limited. So at 21 years of age, I sold up my car. I went and bought my first business in the fitness industry in Adelaide, South Australia. And I loved it. I was in charge of my hours. I was my own boss. And for 5 years, I ran a very successful company there, sold it, moved to Sydney and started up another 2 gyms. I bought 8 investment properties over that journey and tried every other type of business that you could think of, from franchising. You know, I dabbled in shares. I did a lot with real estate. I had an eBay website. I imported products from China. I had a membership website. I was doing affiliate marketing, network marketing, you name it. What I was trying to find was that ultimate business model where I could bring in residual income, passive income, and have the lifestyle, but still have the full-time income. But fast forward into my early 30s, I was working 100 hours a week. I was broke. I was miserable. I was still in traditional business, and my 8 investment properties were just eating up my cash flow every single month. My 2 businesses with staff and risk and overhead were eating up my cash flow every month. And all of a sudden, I found myself losing $5,000 per month, and that wasn't the answer for me. So getting into business for myself, traditional business, or kind of what I refer to today as old school business model, really didn't work out for me in the long run. The business owned me. I certainly didn't have the freedom because I had to be there at work in my business every single day from 6 o'clock in the morning through to 8, 9 o'clock at night, 7 days a week. I didn't have choices. I wasn't having fun, and I certainly didn't have the lifestyle that I was looking for. My dream was always to move up to Noosa Heads in Queensland, Australia. To me, that's paradise, God's country. Incredible restaurants, great beaches, great surf, great community, a small community of people, and a great place to bring up my family. At the time, I didn't have a family. I wasn't even married. But I thought to myself, if I'm getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting home at 9 o'clock at night, I'm pretty sure that's outside of the hours that my kids are sleeping. I'm not going to see them in the morning. I'm not going to see them at night time. I'll literally see them in the afternoon on weekends, and I didn't want to be that type of father. And I didn't want to have our kids in childcare because they had to be there, because both of us had to work. We wanted to have those choices to be around our kids, work from home, travel the world, help people, live where we wanted to live. And so that was my why. I was so hungry to achieve that. I kept on searching for this new age of business. I wanted to get up to Noosa. I wanted to buy our dream house. I wanted to make sure my wife didn't have to work. I wanted to start the family, and I wanted to have that fun and lifestyle. At the same time, travel the world and help other people to achieve their dreams as well. I call it living life on your terms. So it's not necessarily about making millions of dollars. Yes, that may be your goal for some people, but for others, if you could just make $100,000 a year in residual passive income and have a credible lifestyle, that could be living life on your terms as well. So what are your goals and dreams? Is it to start a charity, to do more charity work, play more golf, do more shopping where you don't even look at the price tag, dream house, dream car, spend more time with your family, fire your boss, travel the world, whatever it is for you. You might just want to sit at home, do the gardening and hang out with your family, and that's your dream lifestyle, buy a home out in the country. Everyone's got different goals and dreams, different levels of what that looks like. There's no wrong or right answer, but what I'm here to say is you've got to start dreaming again, because we stop doing that after we're kids. We get caught up in life, we get caught up in work, family, and all of a sudden those dreams and goals have passed us by. There's never been a better time to follow your dreams and passions and get back to dreaming again, because the new age of business can really allow anybody to earn some really incredible income with a foolproof system that you can follow part-time alongside of what you're doing and turn that into a full-time income. So when I was looking around, I was sitting there at 9, 10 o'clock at night in my gym, stressed out, miserable, and I just started with Google, what is the best home-based business? What is the best residual income business model? And I just knew that that was a path I had to go down. I wasn't very technical, so I could send an email as long as it didn't have an attachment on it, and I could Google something, but that was about it. I wasn't great online or even with social media, but I knew that was a new age of business. If I could sit at home on my computer or on my mobile phone anywhere in the world, as long as I had an internet connection and bring in an income, that's what I wanted to be able to do. And that's what a lot of people want to be able to do today. It's the lifestyle business. People are sick of sitting in peak hour traffic, working for somebody else, asking permission, how long can I go on my lunch break, when can I take it? Asking permission, when can I take annual leave, when can I take it? People are sick of being in that environment. They want to be their own boss and have that freedom. 200 million people expected to join that home-based industry business model over just the next decade. So there's going to be more growth in the home-based business industry over the next 10 years than there has been in the last 50 years combined. And technology is a big one for that. Across the globe, on average, 1 in every 7 homes operates some kind of home-based business, whether it's online or franchising, lawn mowing round, whatever it may be. Home-based business is the lifestyle business that people want. And in particular, my favorite business model within that niche is network marketing. There's nothing more leverage, nothing more residual, where you can really make, some significant income right up to 7-figure rock star income. So that's what really interests me. And I remember reading this article in the Wall Street Journal. It was about 40 pages dedicated to the network marketing industry, why it's the ultimate social business model, and why now is prime time for this industry. It really was quite interesting. I started to see Richard Branson start his own network marketing company up. Warren Buffett starting to invest in direct sales companies. And when the share price was going down in just about everything, 2008, 2009, Warren Buffett was investing in direct sales companies. The top half a dozen publicly traded direct sales companies went up an average of 269%. And in one particular trade in the media, Warren Buffett said that is the best investment that I've ever made in terms of a cash-on-cash return. So I started to follow these guys, entrepreneurs and mentors that I've been following for years. They invest wherever the trends are, wherever the money is. They don't just get passionate about something and go, I'll put some money there. It's wherever they can get a return. And this particular time, just after the global financial crisis, when I was looking to do something different, this is where the entrepreneurs were heading, and success always leaves clues. I had an entrepreneur share this with me at one point, and it made a lot of sense. If you can find a business model or a product line that the baby boomers are into, you can make a lot of money. 1 billion people born after World War II, all a similar age, no more than 18 years difference between them, and you started to see people, when the baby boomers were young, making billions of dollars selling baby food, baby clothes, baby toys. As they got older, the fast food outlets made a lot of money, feeding the teenage baby boomers. The biggest real estate boom we've ever seen in our lifetime was when all the baby boomers were moving out of home, buying their first house, supply and demand. Find a product line now that people in their 50s, 60s, 70s are into. You're going to make a lot of money for the same reasons. A lot of people with money to spend. Generation Y, so the 20-year-olds, They're the most entrepreneurial age group that ever surveyed. 60% of Gen Y said, I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to be in business for myself. Their biggest hurdle was finding the finance to buy a franchise or to start a business with their invention or to get into a traditional business. But network marketing, it's so cheap and easy to get into, and it's low overheads. They're great with technology, and they're killing it in network marketing. It's like 50% of people joining today are in that age bracket. The unstable economy always works in the favor because people are not only open to a plan B, a secondary source of income, but they're actively on Google looking for it. So they're trying to find that home-based business opportunity that you have. The economy at the moment, just about all around the world, people are open to looking at these types of opportunities, causing this huge boom in the industry. We look at the rising middle class throughout Asia. 20 years ago, there was barely a middle class in places like the Philippines, China, India, but now we take India and China, for example, there's more people earning what we call a middle class income than the whole population of the US. So more middle class in China than the whole population of the US. More middle class in India than the whole population of the US. This is the area where network marketing is booming the most, the fastest growing area on the planet for this industry. Find a company, a product line, and a business model that can help feed this group of people's wants and desires, and you're going to make a lot of money. And then obviously technology is the one that's bringing it all together. So I'm coming to you through this webinar, through the computer. You're sitting at your home, or you're sitting at work, on your phone, on your laptop, and we're able to do this presentation all around the world. Smartphones, I mean conference calls. You couldn't do them 10 years ago. We had mobile phones, but not the conference call facility. Social media. So you can make a judgment call on a person from their YouTube video, from their Facebook account. I can put a before and after picture or a Facebook status up and get 10 orders of my product and people that want to join the business all over the world. So find a company that's global. Use the technology, very simple tactics. All of this has come together really over about the last 8 years. Very, very exciting and just getting bigger and bigger and causing this huge boom in the industry. So I teed up with a group of entrepreneurs that had made millions of dollars in the network marketing industry over a couple of decades. The one thing I knew about success was find somebody that's achieved what you want to achieve and just copy and paste, jump in their back pocket and do exactly what they're doing. Grab a mentor that's actually achieved that and follow in their footsteps. And I like to find people that have actually done it, not people that have got it in theory. So I tracked down an individual and a group of people in Australia that had made a lot of money in this industry, done nothing else in their career except for this. And they had their car paid outright, their house paid outright, cash in the bank, made millions of dollars in this industry. And we decided as a group to research the network marketing industry for as long as it took before we found the right company. We wanted to make sure we're in the anti-aging niche because it's got such longevity. It's such a huge and fast-growing industry that we knew that that was a trend that was always going to be in demand from a consumer base. I mean, someone turns 50 every seconds around the world. It's set to be $1 trillion industry by 2025. So what happened was, still working in the gym, still miserable, still broke, but I had this little glimmer of hope because now I teamed up with this bit of a mastermind group where we're all on the same page. We were doing our research. We were flying over to the US every couple of weeks, every couple of months to meet with network marketing company owners, scientific teams, leaders, entrepreneurs, and we found some incredible companies, some incredible people, some incredible products, but our criteria was so strict on what we believed could be the next big name in the network marketing industry that could possibly one day become $1 billion company and be in the DSA's Billionaires Club. Very strict criteria, and after almost 12 months, back in 2011, we found the only company that ticked every single box, and that was a company called Jeunesse Global. Flew over to Orlando, met the owners, met the scientific team, met the leaders, and just came back so excited, and we went for it. So in my first year, I only put in about 10 to 15 hours into this business. When I got home from the gym, Saturday and Sunday afternoons when I'd finish a little bit earlier, and I just put as much effort into it as I could with that time. So I didn't have a lot of free time, but I still treated it like a multi-million-dollar business, hoping that that's what it would come. So I took it very seriously. It was my #1 priority for that first 12 months in my life. And we just hoped that the company would perform based on our research and the criteria. The rest just come down to me and my hard work, following my mentor, doing exactly what he said, tapping into the system. And what happened was incredible. We've had an incredible ride, over the last 6 years almost. But what's coming up over the next decade is even more exciting. It's going to trump what we've already achieved over the last few years. So if we look back, Jeunesse has broken just about every single record you can think of in the network marketing industry. In just our 3rd year, we jumped inside the top 100 DSA companies in the world. No company in DSA history over the last century has ever been inside the top 100 network marketing companies in the world at just 3 years of age. Incredible stuff. The year after, 2013, jumped to number 78, then number 46. In 2015, we finished at number 38, doing $1.1 billion in annual sales. This is not $1 billion accumulative, which a lot of companies talk about. No one really cares about accumulative sales. We're talking about annual income, annual sales. And so the DSA actually has a billionaires club if you go to their website, and there's very, very few companies over the last century that have done that. Maybe 20 companies in the DSA that have reached $1 billion in annual income. And Jeunesse was able to be the fastest company in history to achieve that milestone. And if we look at other famous and respectable companies like Amway, they took 21 years before they hit that $1 billion annual mark. Another 10 years later, they did the second billion. Companies like Avon took 86 years before they hit $1 billion in annual sales. These companies are now $9–10 billion companies, very respectable. But you can start to see that perfect storm slide that we showed you before, why companies are able to do this faster and faster today, why individuals are able to earn full-time and rock star income in 1, 2, and 3 years instead of the 20 and 30-year plan they used to talk about back in the 80s and 90s and even early 2000s in this industry. And that's why I'm so excited to be involved in the network marketing industry today with this company. Puts us in some pretty good company to do that in just 6 years. So over the last 7 years, we've almost doubled in sales every single year, finishing last year at $1.4 billion in global sales. Really incredible stuff. $3 billion accumulative, and most of that just in the last 2 years. And last year we finished at number 18 in the DSA ranks as the number 18 biggest network marketing company in the DSA. So huge achievement again. No company at 6 years of age has ever been inside the top 20. Now these figures, as I'm doing this webinar, these figures will come out pretty shortly to be put us in the top 10 network marketing companies in the world. So stay tuned for that news. These are our incredible owners, Randy Ray, Wendy Lewis, Scott Lewis. So it's a privately held, debt-free company. And this is one of our criteria, one of our boxes that we wanted to tick, because I don't mind publicly traded network marketing companies. There's some great examples out there, but for me personally and for the mastermind group that we created, we wanted the decisions of the company to be made for the distributor without financial stress, without changing the pay plan to suit the company. We didn't want them to have to answer to shareholders and do what's best for the shareholders. We wanted them to make decisions based on the distributors, and that's what Jeunesse is all about, making the decisions that's going to be best for the distributors. And if you look up Randy's story on YouTube, Randy Ray, Jeunesse Global on YouTube, it's an incredible video on there about his story. It's one of the best rags to riches stories you'll ever see in your lifetime. Ended up from the most poorest upbringing to one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the US, worth hundreds of millions, went on to create Jeunesse when he came across the stem cell technology that healed his knee. The doctor that was performing that had a skincare line based on human stem cell technology, and no other company in the world had been able to achieve that research and that science before. And that's kind of how Jeunesse started, with that stem cell cosmetic line. Wendy is an incredible entrepreneur. She's won Female Entrepreneur of the Year, I think, last 2 years in a row. A mathematician genius, actually wrote the pay plans for a lot of companies throughout the 90s and early 2000s and saved the very best, most lucrative pay plan for Jeunesse in this company. And Scott, I mean, handing on the reins over to Scott, one of the most talented, incredible visionaries in the network marketing industry. And so the last box, or the second to last box that I had to tick for myself was, everything looks incredible. What about the longevity of this company? You know, it's been able to be a billion-dollar company very quickly, but it's debt-free, it's got deep pockets, it's in good hands, the owners are building for the long term. Their vision is to be a $10 billion company. They're building it for the long term, they're building with integrity, and just incredible vision, incredible staff all around the world. The infrastructure is in place. You look at starting from the head office in Orlando, in Florida there. I mean, 130,000 square foot office. This is the most impressive commercial building that I've ever stepped inside of. If you ever get a chance to go to Florida, into Orlando, and check this office out, you will be blown away. But they paid cash for this office. So again, if we have another global financial crisis, if something bad happens, there's not debts to pay back, there's not investors to pay back, there's not shareholders to answer to. It's cash, it's debt-free, we have longevity and deep pockets with Jeunesse. So that was important to me, because I didn't want to have to build it, put my heart and soul into it for 2 years, and then the company started to make bad decisions, or started to go backwards, or worst case scenario, it went under. So that was an important decision for us. Another one was global, and this is why you form a mastermind group, because for me this wasn't such a big deal. Looking at my previous experience in the industry and just running a gym within a 10-kilometer radius, I thought, I don't really know anybody outside of Australia. But we spoke about that rising middle class in Asia. We spoke about technology. I mean, the world is small now. And a great example of that in my business is I've enrolled over the last 5 years 130 people. And that has now turned into over 120,000 people in 103 countries around the world. I've only personally enrolled people in 9 different countries, yet it has a presence of customers or distributors in 103 countries. That's because of social media, word of mouth, because our products are so incredible. But the most important thing to remember here is our company is actually open in all these countries. And so if we weren't open in the Philippines, I'd be making far less money than I'm making now. If we weren't open in Africa, I'd be making far less money. If we weren't open in Denmark, in China, in New Zealand, my income wouldn't look like the way it looks today. So that was naive for me to think I don't want a global opportunity when I can put something up on my Facebook and someone in Germany sees it, wants to join the business. And the perfect example, we spoke about technology, rising middle class in Asia, everything we've spoken about. In 2012, I did a Facebook conversation to a total stranger in the Philippines who ended up joining our business and enrolling hundreds of people, which has turned into tens of thousands. And that's worth $250,000 to me every single year. Facebook chat to a stranger in the Philippines. You want to be global today. That is really, really important. If you don't have a global company, you've got a dinosaur company at this particular point in time. Now, if we really look at the whole business model with Jeunesse, why has it broken every single record? Why is it still #1 momentum company in the world, fastest growing company in the DS Inc. 500 list? Why is it the fastest company to reach $1 billion in annual sales? I mean, it's all the things that we spoke about before, but if we really break it down, it's our products. Because you can have the best marketing, you can be global, the best owners, but if your products aren't exceptional, then you're not going to get much traction past 1 or 2 years, because word of mouth gets around, and you want a consumer, customer-driven business. Where, okay, I'm not interested in the business, I'm not interested in making big money, but I just love these products. So these products were on the shelf at a department store, at a shopping center. I would still buy these products every single month. If they were just online, I'd want them delivered to my house every single month because I just love them. And I can honestly say, as biased as it may be, that if the business opportunity disappeared tomorrow, I would still continue to order every single one of these products every single month because of what it does for my health and what it does for my youthful appearance. I mean, I'm so addicted to these incredible natural products. And what we call this is our youth enhancement system. Yes. So it's anti-aging from the inside out and the outside in. Think about Jeunesse as the closest thing to the fountain of youth that you can actually find, and science can back up and prove. So let's look at our skincare line. Now you might remember I mentioned that the second to last box that I had to tick for myself building this business was the longevity of the company. I felt very comfortable about that, and obviously today it's a no-brainer. The last box that I had to tick was, okay, Jeunesse has some incredible nutritional products. That's right up my alley in terms of health, being a sports athlete, being a personal trainer. But this cosmetic skincare side, I'm not so sure. I mean, I'm a country boy, football playing guy, never used skincare in my life. But I'll just build, the nutritional products. But that was, again, a naive thing to think. Again, putting your entrepreneurial hat on, we spoke about the billion-dollar companies in this industry. About 20 companies that have achieved that in the last 100 years. Now, if we look at those top 20 companies, if we break it down into the top 10 billion-dollar companies, guess what? 9 out of those top 10 companies, their number one selling product line is skincare. And that blew my mind. I mean, I'm thinking of companies like Amway and Herbalife, where I think about their weight loss and their nutritional products, but they sell more skincare than anything else. The only company in that top 10 that wasn't selling the most skincare was Avon. Sorry, it was Tupperware, because they don't have a skincare range. It's just Tupperware. The rest of the companies sold more skincare than any other product line. So as an entrepreneur, I said, I'm not going to go against the tide of the last 100 years. On top of that, I wanted a company that could feed that rising middle class in Asia that were fanatical about network marketing. Guess what? They're fanatical about skincare as well. If I go over to the Philippines and China and India and Malaysia, every second billboard is a skincare sign. Fanatical about skincare. It's a recession-proof product line. If you go right back to the Great Depression in the 1930s, you might have heard of the lipstick index. And if you look back at makeup and beauty and skincare sales, they actually rose during that time. If you look at the global financial crisis just recently, a lot of skincare companies laid off marketing dollars, laid off staff, yet their sales increased. People still want to look good and feel good when they're not feeling good about other things. So it's a recession-proof product line. And again, if we look at the female aspect in network marketing today, that's so dominated by the female entrepreneur, it's really quite incredible. But also from the male entrepreneur is the fastest growing new person trying skincare today. So all of these things added up for me as an entrepreneur. And then I thought to myself, you know what? When I hit 40, I actually don't want to look 40 just like everybody else on the planet. When I hit 50, I don't want to look 50 like everyone else on the planet. I'm going to try these products and hopefully they work. And I got incredible results with them. My wife got incredible results with them, and we just started building the business. Now, there's a lot of network marketing companies out there that have skincare product line, but nobody else has a human-derived stem cell cosmetic line. Now, number one, stem cells are so marketable because they're in the media all of the time. Newspapers, TV, magazines, stem cells. I mean, the Australian of the Year this year was a doctor with leading research on stem cell technology, and he actually got a quadriplegic guy to move his legs again through stem cell procedures. They've regrown a human liver successfully in Japan using stem cells. Regrow breast tissues using stem cells. Really are the future of medicine in so many different areas. So it's very marketable. People love it. They know it's positive. And we've created this skincare line around that same level of science. Now, there's no actual stem cells in our skincare products because that wouldn't work. They don't survive outside the human body. But what we all have in common, just like having the exact same fingerprint or just like having the exact same blood type, we all have the exact same growth factors. The growth factors are the communications, chemicals left over from the stem cells. When they divide and divide and divide and divide, they leave behind all these different growth factors. So we have over 200 different growth factors in our body, in our skin. When we're young, they all communicate, they all work perfectly. We have thick plump, beautiful, youthful looking skin. As we get older, those growth factors aren't working as well. There's not as many of them. They're not communicating. So our skin gets thinner. We get fine lines, we get wrinkles, we start to look a bit older. And so the growth factors in these products derived from human stem cells is exactly the same for every single human being, and it allows us the most natural way possible to just do what our body did 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And these growth factors can talk to the same cells and rejuvenate the collagen and the elastin and the other 200 different growth factors that we are, plumping up our skin again, giving that more youthful appearance. And you'll see some before and after pictures in a second. So what's in these products are the growth factors. So we go from the left there, the skin brightener. I wasn't too fussed on using the skin brightener because I thought, I don't want to look pale. This will be a big seller in Asia, but I want to look tan. But it's not about that. I've got some incredible results with, you know, the freckles and the moles and the aging spots on the back of your hand and the arm. That's what it's really good for getting rid of and smoothing that complexion out. We've seen some incredible results, and I'll show you a photo of one of the better results with that skin brightener. The cleanser, so you put the cleanser on first thing in the morning, put the cleanser on first thing at night to really detox and get right down to the cellular level, get rid of all that nasty stuff, allowing us to put on the serum in the middle there and really go to work. I mean, that serum has 85% concentration of pure growth factors derived from human stem cells. You will not find a product on this planet like it. A lot of other skincare products that market themselves as stem cell technology is plant-based. So it might come from rose petals or algae or seaweed, but those cells can't talk to human cells. There's not one bit of scientific evidence to prove that they really have any benefit for human skin. Certainly not growth factors and the ultimate youthful appearance. That serum will go to work. You have the essential body renewal, so the big bottle there where you can put it everywhere, because people were rubbing the serum on areas that they had problems with, it wasn't lasting very long, created the essential body renewal. The ultimate lifting mask, that's an incredible product. Put it on, leave it on for half an hour and peel it off again. You'll see instant results. So great way to spend the Saturday night, put the feet up, put the mask on. You've got your day cream, which also has an SPF 30, so great for protecting yourself against the sun, which is a big way that we age. So cleanser in the morning, serum, and then the day cream during the day, cleanser at night, serum, and then the night cream is the last one there to put on at night, which has the growth factors in it as well, but also a DNA formulation, because our body's job at nighttime is to rejuvenate and recover from the toxins and the stresses that we put it through every single day. Same with our skin. So if you can use this night cream, and as soon as you put the night cream on, you will feel the difference. It feels incredible. So that's working as we're sleeping. So best used in combination with each other. There's lots of different scientific studies that Jeunesse has had done both internally and externally. This is a third-party trial, which I really love because it's a really easy way to explain it in layman's terms. We've got a machine in Dallas, Texas, owned by a third-party company, not owned by Jeunesse. You can measure right down into the real fine details of the skin, right down to a cellular level. So what they did was they took some people just in their early 40s, they had good skin, tried all of our Jeunesse products. They couldn't notice any difference, even with before and after pictures with a good camera. Couldn't even notice any difference looking in the mirror. But the machine tells us that after 56 days, there was a 65% decrease in deep lines with this lady. And with this man, 56 days of use, a 52% decrease of fine lines, which he wouldn't even notice. So this is how we know that it's working, even with people with good skin. Now, obviously, people that haven't got as good skin, we can have an incredible noticeable difference. And I really encourage you to do your own before and after pictures. And we look at this one here, close to one of my favorites. I mean, she changed her whole business, her whole life to be a Jeunesse representative when she got this result. See the collagen and elastin and the growth factors being replenished so naturally, just like maybe she looked like that 10 years ago. But I mean, what would that do for your confidence with that sort of appearance? Senior skin, I mean, that's where you're going to see the most results and get the most testimonials, because you've got something to really track it for. It doesn't matter what skin color, what skin type, what religion, whether you're male or female. This product works on every single person. Try it on the back of one of your hands, because if you show the person, your left hand and your right hand, the product's being used on one but not the other, you're just going to have orders through the roof. It's a really great way to do it. Don't do it on the back of, don't do it on half of your face, because the product really will work. Do it on the back of one hand and not the other hand. Again, we spoke about different skin types, different skin colors, male, female. It doesn't matter. You can see the guys, which is one of the fastest growing usage of skincare in the world today. Again, the subtle difference in the forehead wrinkles as well. And this is a picture I was telling you about. We had an incredible result with the skin brightener. So again, just smoothing that complexion out of the aging spots and different skin coloring. Instantly Ageless is not part of our stem cell product line. It doesn't have the stem cell technology, but it has a peptide called a gyroline. So this is 90% water, it's got a gyroline, and it's a patented formulation that no one else can really quite nail like Jeunesse has been able to do. This product works instantly, and when we released this product in Las Vegas, I think it was 2014, it took the USA sales from a lazy $3 million a month to over $10 million a month in less than 6 months. And it wasn't just a consumer base driven, it was the entrepreneurs looking at this product going, man, I can market that. I know everybody that'll want that. Put it on under the eyes, it works within 2 minutes, and it'll last for about 7 to 8 hours. So it's not a permanent product like our stem cell cosmetic line Luminous. It's a temporary solution, but you see the results that it gets. I mean, when you take the bags out from under your eyes, the fine lines, wrinkles, and the forehead, God, you look 5, 10, 15 years younger. It's really quite incredible. And people today want that instant result. A bit like going to a gym class. People want the 30-minute abs, the 15-minute abs, down to 6-minute abs. You know, they want a short workout. They're busy. Same with results like this. And this will open up the door to all the other products and the whole business with Instantly Ageless to work straight away. Such a demonstratable product. And then just new to the marketplace, Envy. Be the Envy. This is a spray, a foundation. It's like having an airbrush finish. Did you ever wonder how all those models look so perfect in the photos? They have an incredible face. It's because of the foundation they use. Obviously, maybe a bit of a touch-up Photoshop, but this is the product that all the celebrities have been using. This is the product that all the celebrity makeup artists have been using. Now Jeunesse has put the ATP 200 into it, the stem cell technology, the growth factors, and we have the license to this product. So if the celebrities want to continue using it, they've got to come through Jeunesse. This is going to be a huge seller all over the world. You spray it on and straight away it just acts as a mist, a foundation, and you look like you've got that airbrush finish. So easy to use. It's going to be huge, I guess, for the female population in network marketing and consumer base, but for us guys, I tell you what, I'm going to be using it as well. Probably won't tell anyone I'm using it, but I will definitely be using it because of the finish that it gives. I mean, look at this lady here. She has good skin. But if you look in the picture after using the mist, she has perfect skin. And that's the sort of look that obviously everyone wants. If you've got a little bit of a blemish to hide or a skin condition, it's just going to be incredible. So it just gives that real airbrush finish. And I wish she was smiling in the previous picture to make it look the same, but she's obviously a lot happier with the result. So get ready for that product to hit your market very soon. Now, with all of these products, get back to the person that invited you to this webinar or jump onto the website to see what's available in your country, because every country has a slightly different product availability. Your country might have every single product, it might just have a few of the products depending on your government regulations and where the company's got to with releasing product in your marketplace. So have a look at the website or get back to the person to ask them what products I have available. Our nutritional product line, which I was so into, incredible excitement. I mean, this resveratrol product, Reserve, it's the most researched antioxidant in the world, resveratrol. So go and Google resveratrol and put any other health condition you can think of after that word resveratrol, and you'll see thousands of studies done through that. Harvard University call it a modern miracle, and Jeunesse's resveratrol product called Reserve is the most potent source of resveratrol that we could find. If we look at the CAP-A test on antioxidants, #1. But the packaging is really special as well because it hasn't been oxidized. So again, you can get resveratrol in a capsule form, a tablet, but it's not going to get absorbed into the bloodstream. You might have 10 or 20% absorption. This product hasn't seen oxygen. It's a gel formulation. Rip it open, suck it down. You can have 90% of the goodness all absorbed into the body. Incredible for energy, athletic performance, immune system. Get into that reserve. This is our #1 selling nutritional product all around the world. It's also not just a resveratrol that we find in red grapes, which is why red wine is good for us, but it's resveratrol from a mulberry. So it's even more potent. Then it's mixed in with these other super fruits as well, and just causes this incredible antioxidant product. Then we have AM, PM. So again, we're talking about Jeunesse won't just release a skincare product line, has to be stem cell technology. They won't just release multivitamins and nutrition, it has to be space age science. And that's where AM, PM come into the mix. Over 85 different ingredients. We'll do everything a probiotic will do, what essential oil will do, multivitamin, but all just does it in one. Take 2 AMs at morning, take 2 PMs at night. And the testimonials we're getting from this product line are incredible. I mean, helping you sleep has been a big one with the PMs. The way it's formulated to help you rest and rejuvenate at night, the AM's formulated to give you that energy kick, but also the space age science that we've discovered now about slowing down the telomere shortening process, about releasing healthy stem cells into our old age, the most important cell in our body, and releasing and turning on our sirtuin gene. Sirtuin gene is what we also know as our longevity gene. For most of the Western population, it's never ever activated. We have a lot of genes that are never activated, and that's one of them. But AM/PM, with its 85 natural ingredients, will activate that longevity gene. The other way to activate that gene, Reserve will do it with the resveratrol, but also if you eat 60% less calories than you do now, so a real small, less than 500 calorie a day meal, you'll also switch on that anti-aging gene. That's been scientifically proven. But I don't know about you. I like my food. I like to eat. I'd rather have this incredible natural product to switch on that longevity gene. Finity, incredible product. If we talk about telomeres, what are they? Think about them as a long, smooth, hard bit at the end of your shoelaces, but they're actually at the end of your chromosomes. And scientists discovered in 2009 that every time our cells divide, which are happening all the time in our body, our telomeres are getting shorter and shorter and shorter and fraying at the end until they eventually disappear and we die. So it's one of the really accurate ways we can discover how well we're aging. You can actually now in the US go and get a blood test done with a couple of specialists who will say, hey Aaron, you're 38 years of age, but you have really short telomeres like a 60-year-old. Whatever you're doing, you've got to change it very quickly, Don't smoke and eat better and exercise. Or they might say, hey Aaron, you're 38 years of age, but you've got really long, good-looking telomeres like a 20-year-old. So keep on doing what you're doing, keep up your healthy lifestyle. So you can get that checked now with specialists. It's really quite amazing. Now TA65, soon after that, was discovered that can slow down the shortening of telomeres and actually re-lengthen premature shortening telomeres. So again, if you're unhealthy from doing all the things that we know are unhealthy, it won't re-lengthen normal telomeres, but if you have telomeres that are shorter than they should be, it will help to re-lengthen them. So get back to healthy lifestyle, get TA65 with Finity through Jeunesse, and you can really turn around that aging clock and that longevity and get your health back on track. Zen, I'm really looking forward to the release of this in Australia. It's being released throughout Europe and US and Canada at the moment. It'll be all around the world very, very soon. And being an ex-personal trainer, never much into the product and tablets and protein powders. I used to say to my clients, clean eating, healthy eating, organics, calories in, calories out, have a good balance. But when I look at the whole Zen Body 8 system, that's what I'm excited about. And the #1 reason that people don't lose weight and don't get results in a lot of things is accountability. So we have a whole system. We have an eating plan. We have a celebrity nutritionist, Mark McDonald. We have an exercise plan. We have accountability, motivation, before and after pictures, a whole community on Facebook, on the website. So people can tap into that and get motivated, get educated, and keep on track, be accountable, have competitions. And on top of that, we have the Zen Body product scientific range, the most highest quality protein powder that you can find on the planet. Whey protein, it's got a fast releasing protein and a slow releasing protein, full of probiotics, so you don't feel hungry after having it, but you've still got that energy from the fast releasing proteins to go about your day and feel energized. Help you to suppress and not feel hungry, help to encourage your metabolism to speed up and start burning body fat as an energy source. Again, just like our body naturally did when we were younger. But we add a certain amount of body fat every year after 30. We lose lean muscle mass. The products will encourage lean muscle mass growth. It will encourage the body to burn fat again like when we were younger. And so it's winding back the clock in a natural product formulation with a whole system. And the results we're getting with Zen Body have been amazing. So get ready, some incredible before and after pictures in our market very, very soon. VitaCell, think about this one as a cleansing, detoxing product, great for energy, and you know, made from a special kind of rice out of Thailand. They started giving this from the Thailand government to malnutrition children with incredible results. But the adults that took it actually got incredible results as well. So again, incredible for cleansing, detoxing, energy. I put VitaCell in with my Zen shake in the mornings, and it's a great mixture. Nevo, the most healthy formulation of an energy drink that I've ever come across. So again, the energy drink market's a $9 billion market, and it does fit into our anti-aging youth enhancement system, because part of being young is being energized. But we don't want to be having the mothers and the Red Bulls for the sugars and caffeines that aren't good for us. So this is an incredible healthy formulation. Get your energy from the berries, the vitamins, the natural products put into this Nevo drink. And then mind. There's huge science around different attributes where you can have different ingredients, different research about improving concentration, improving memory, improving focus, both in kids and also in adults. And again, we're seeing some incredible results with this product. Ours comes from an extract from silkworms, believe it or not. And there's so much studies being done on this silkworm extract at the moment for all of these great things to do with our brain. So scientists are always discovering new and amazing things for every single attribute of our health and longevity and anti-aging. And Mind is an incredible product for that as well. All right, so that's a product, that's a company, that's the industry. How do we turn that into a business? There's 6 different ways to earn income with Jeunesse. First way, everybody understands, retail profits. So as soon as you set up your website, which is a different cost in every country around the world. So again, get back to the person that invited you to this webinar, or just jump online and have a look at what the cost is in your country. But you get your website, you're open for business in 140 countries around the world, and you've got access to wholesale products, the products that we just spoke about. So you can then go and retail them at shopping centers. You can do party plan. If you're really good at internet marketing, you can drive people and traffic to your website. When people buy off your website, you make the difference between the wholesale and retail profit. So any way that you can think of retailing, expos, you can retail these and make the difference between wholesale and retail there. Also, as people come into the business, or maybe they want to be a customer, they want to grab a package through your website, again, in your country, you're going to have a different range of packages, but most countries have between Basic, Supreme, Jumbo, and Ambassador. So depending on the package that people start with will depend on what your upfront bonus payment is. So for a basic package, for example, which may cost on average around $250 US, you'd get paid $25. Supreme package 100, Jumbo 200, Ambassador pack $250 US when someone purchases that through your URL. What I was really excited about when I looked at this business was building teams, building passive and residual income. So in Jeunesse, we build 2 legs, one on the left and one on the right. You have a little button in your back office that basically just says left or it says right. You click on that button, hit save, and anyone that comes through your website to join the business or to become a customer will go on that particular team, left or right. And what I've been able to achieve, as I said earlier, was 130 enrollments. I've put some of them left, I've put some of them right. Some people have just been a customer every month. Some people have done nothing. Some people have built small businesses, and some people have built gigantic businesses and earning full-time and rockstar income, both in my left team and in my right team. So that's turned into over 120,000 people all around the world. It doesn't matter what country people live in, it's all the same. So you just hit the drop-down menu, choose the country, enroll them left or right. The compensation plan is the same. So every time there's product purchase on my left team and on my right team, for a certain amount of points, I earn a $35 team commission. So that doesn't sound like much, but when it starts happening once a minute, it's cool. Once a second, it's even cooler. I mean, that can happen up to a maximum of 750 times per week. So 750 times $35, you can earn a maximum of 26,250 US dollars per week in that part of the pay plan. We have plenty of people doing that right now. But on top of that, we have this 7 generations of matching bonus. So kind of think about this as a franchise fee, but with much more leverage that goes down 7 generations. So for example, we enroll our first person there on the left, we enroll our first person there on the right. Because we personally enrolled that person, it might be someone that we knew, it might be a Facebook ad, a newspaper ad, we went to a networking event, doesn't matter. Anyone that we personally enroll is what's called our level 1. Okay, so you can personally enroll them on the left or the right. You might have them enroll someone, them enroll someone, them enroll someone, and then you enroll someone again, 15 levels deep. It doesn't matter. They're still your level 1 because you enroll them. So they can go anywhere in your genealogy. If you enroll them, they're your level 1. You earn 20% matching bonus on what they create. So the previous slide, for example, if someone went on and made $26,000 per week, let's say roughly just $1 million a year, and I'm not saying anyone or everyone's going to do that, but let's just make easy mathematics for myself. 20% of that million means you'd make $200,000 a year off that one enrollment, off of one person. So imagine having 2 of them that do that, or 4, or 10, or 130 level 1s, which obviously means that they've enrolled someone to build their business. So whoever they enroll becomes your level 2. You're going to earn 15% on their team commissions as well. Start to do the maths on having a heap of level 1s that turn into thousands of level 2s that then enroll someone, level 3, 10%, they enroll someone, level 4, 5%, all the way down to 7 generations, 20% down to 5%. Start to do the maths on what's possible there. You can have unlimited level 1s, which means you can have unlimited all the other levels, which means your income is never capped based on how many people that you can enroll, and then you help them to build a big business as well. Now you can turn that 20% into 25% just by having 5 customers, or 30% just by having 10 customers. So if the computer sees someone that's not enrolling anyone, they're not a business builder, they're just a customer ordering product, then your bonus will go up to 30%. Doesn't sound like a much, but if we have a $1 million earner in our business and they're a level 1, we're just giving ourselves a $100,000 a year pay rise. So it's good to have the 30% on our level 1. And the last way is a diamond pool bonus, the leaders bonus pool. So once you get to diamond in the business, you also share in this pool of money. So, last year Jeunesse did 1.4 billion. 3% of that goes into a pool of money that just the diamonds gets access to. So that's my current level in this business at the moment. And this pool of money is worth, multiple 6 figures every single year just in this part of the plan on top of everything else. Depending on how many shares I get in that pool of money depends on how well my personal business is going for that 90-day period. Then obviously it depends on how many other qualified diamonds there are during that 90 days, and how much turnover the company did will depend on what your payout is in that diamond pool every 90 days. So guys, that's getting to a close from me. If you love what you see, get back to the person that invited you to this webinar and say, hey, wouldn't mind giving it a go. If you love to travel and you don't want Jeunesse to you don't want to pay for it, you want Jeunesse to pay for it, then you're going to love the lifestyle rewards as well. So on top of the pay plan, Jeunesse give away about 3 or 4 trips every single year. So when you get to diamond rank in the business, which is where I'm at now, you win a free trip somewhere different all around the world. 5, 6-star luxury, business class flights, all accommodation, food, drinks, activities, everything done for you. You do not even need to take the wallet out of your pocket. 7 days. It's absolutely incredible. So I've been to Switzerland. I've been to Tahiti. This year we're going to Bora Bora. It's incredible. They've been South Africa, Greek islands. They really do give us the diamond experience. When you get to Emerald, you win a free trip to Hawaii. Again, all expenses paid. In my market, we have a leadership retreat to Noosa, where I live. Every year we have an international annual expo. You can win your trip there as well. One-way air tickets or both or a combination, fully paid. This year it's in Bangkok for us. So there's so many incredible trips. We've got a Prague and Budapest trip coming up, which again, anybody at any rank can win that for free. Prague and Budapest 2017. So if you love to travel the world and you'd rather Jeunesse pick up the tab, meet some incredible people, you're going to really love this business model as well. Our team is called J-Fire. J-Fire Igniting Dreams. So J-Fire International has the best systems, the most global footprint, the best support to help you build the business. It's designed for the everyday average person that's never done network marketing before, never done business before, to be successful in this business. We have opportunity webinars, just like this one, every single day, every single night, multiple times a day, so that you can copy and paste the link, send somebody to this presentation, and then follow up with them. So you don't need to be the presenter. You don't need to be going out and doing coffee shop meetings. Just copy and paste the link to this webinar, send it on to somebody. We have weekly training webinars. You can go to jfire.co or inshare.co, either one, and that takes you to our whole marketing system. So every single training that we've done over the last 5 years is put into our Media Lab. So you can go back and learn how to be great at social media, or learn about the products or the pay plan, or how to do SEO or Facebook ads, or how to be great on the telephone or great at networking. Everything you need to know about building this business is in our J-Fire Media Lab, along with all our live events, everything you can think of in that website there. You have access to 6- and 7-figure income earners that will mentor you for free. It's just a matter of picking up the phone, getting into our Facebook group, email. You've got access to all these guys virtually and also face-to-face in your local area. We have live events all around the world. You've got an incredible app, the J Mobile app. You can build this whole business just from your mobile phone, and obviously the multi-million-dollar multilingual back office system with your Jeunesse website, open in 140 markets, and much, much more. I mean, we do live trainings every 90 days. We've got such an incredible system. Just plug in, turn the key, let us know how much time you have to put into this business, what your goals are for this business, and then we'll give you your blueprint to help you to achieve that. We'll link arms and work with you. Also got a great charity called Jeunesse Kids. Look up Free the Children. I love this. Adopting a village, looking at solutions for the long term. We've already raised over $1.4 million in 2016 for that, and in 2017, 18, we're looking to double, triple, quadruple that. So Jeunesse is really gives back to the community, servant-based company, incredible people behind it. As I mentioned earlier, different products, different starter kits, and depending on which country you're in, jump online or ask the person that invited you to this webinar, how much does it cost to get started in my country. So here in Australia, where I'm presenting from at the moment, $44.97 Australian dollars to get started with my starter kit and my website. US $49.95, Denmark is $31.11 euro, UK £23.72, China is $29.95 US dollars, the New Zealand dollar $44.85, in the Philippines it's $134 and 134 peso, in South Africa it's 460 rand. So again, you can see the diverse amount, all kind of similar, but the point of that is it's going to be different in each country. This presentation, we've got so many people on from all around the world. I really congratulate you on being on this presentation. Get back to the person that invited you to this webinar. Find out how much your starter kit is. Buy some product. Get one of those packages so you can believe in the product. You know what it feels like, tastes like, smell like. Get your results, because when you believe in it and you love it, it's so easy to share it and talk about that. But such a cheap business to get involved with. 30-day money-back guarantee on all the products. You got nothing to lose. There's normally 3 people. I want to be a customer. I don't want to pay retail. I want to be a wholesale customer. Fantastic. Actually, I wouldn't mind if I do like the products. Show me how the business plan works, and I'll start it part-time alongside my kids, alongside my job, alongside my business. Or you know what? I'm looking for something where I can be a 7-figure income earner, live life on my terms, sit on the beach. I want this house. I want the car. Show me how to do that. Everyone's different. The point is, it's so cheap to get involved. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee on it. The results that can actually happen are you don't like the product, so you send it back, get your money back. You make a little bit of money and love the product and look healthier, look younger, or you make a hell of a lot of money and change your life forever. They're actually the three only possible outcomes. So get back to the person invited to this webinar, say you want to get started. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to contact myself. Please feel free to contact the person that invited you through myself, through them. And I look forward to meeting you in person all around the world. I look forward to helping you live life on your terms. This has been Aaron Biley. I'll come to you again very, very shortly. I mean, we're running these webinars multiple times a day, multiple times per week. I mean, the end result for me has been life-changing. I'm not sure whether I mentioned that, but, you know, I was able to replace my income from traditional business, from that fitness center, within 12 months. So I actually sold up my business after my first year and went full-time into Jeunesse. So it took the 10 to 15 hours and turned it into full-time effort, and with under 3 years got to that diamond rank, was able to move up to Noosa, get married, start that family. I've now got a 3-year-old and a 1.5-year-old cruising Bo, and every single dream that I had, you know, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, has come true thanks to Jeunesse. I live in Noosa, I live in my dream house, I'm the father that I want to be, I work at home with my children, I get to see them all the time, my wife doesn't work, our kids aren't in childcare, I travel the world and I help lots of other people to achieve the same things. So if you really want to live life on your terms, I know how to do it because I've done it, and I've also helped other people to do it. So we have that blueprint, we have the model with Jeunesse, we have the whole formula. It's just a matter of how much you want it, how hard you're willing to work, because I can teach you the rest. Thanks a lot, guys. Look forward to meeting you up here in Noosa and helping you to live life on your terms. Cheers.